What's going on, y'all? Kree here. Today, we got a Genesis point update, so I haven't been posting a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff because I do not care about advanced format. I'm probably going to go to one regional at the end of the year, and then afterwards, if they happen to be nearby, I'll go. Otherwise, don't really care. But Genesis format is my preferred way to play Yu-Gi-Oh right now, and they've made some changes. I did skim this earlier today, but I thought I would just kind of sit down and look at the list for what it was and just kind of like ruminate on some of these things. All right. So, you can find the post of the blog spot in the description. Reversal Quiz is 100 points because it was using degenerate nonsense. DD Dynamite, 51. Banquet of Millions, 51. Black Garden, 51s. Silopiscu, 51. Those were all just degenerate burn strats. We don't need those. They are unfun to play against, so I'm all for getting rid of those. All right. Beals, Stevie Blunder covered the Beals loop shenanigans, so gotta give that thing 100 points, along with all of its other perpetrators. Flare Metal did loops with Beals. Bramble Rose did Black Garden nonsense. Blackwing Assault Dragon did Beals nonsense, I believe. Ivigishi Gus Kraken, and then the Gishki loop cards, all to 100 points for Gus Kraken and 1 point to each of those respectively, so you can no longer do that nonsense. Don't want to deal with it. Evil Swamp Ouroboros is 100 points now. No more Rizio looping. Like, yeah. Heraldi Crest to 1 point. I have no idea what it was doing, but I don't know. Dev team knows something I don't. Yay. Question to 11 points because Question resulted in just nonsensical game state crap that we don't need to worry about. Last turn from 75 to 100 points. Thank you again, Stevie Blunder. Like, the most important thing about these point changes is everybody needs to keep making content and coverage on like degenerate nonsense in the format, so we get these things banned, or not banned, but pointed out faster than they normally would be. All right, on to some decreases. Metamorphosis is 5, Premature Burial is 7, Monster Born to 10, Mirage and Nightmare is free now. I should pick some of those up for Radiant Typhoon. Card Safe Return is 33, kind of scary. Heavy Storm to 10, Duster to 15. Nobody was choosing back row hate over Ash Blossom and shit like that, so that's good. Lightning Storm to 20, same deal. Impulse to 25 is a little scary, but Fire King is pointed out enough to where this is kind of whatever. Maybe I'll play it in Goaty. Dominant Spiral is now 5 points. Nibiru being 5 points is great. It's a much needed check because in a lot of playtesting with me and the rest of the team Interstellar, we found that we just ignored Nibiru existing in the format because no one's going to play it over like other non-engine because of the 10-point cost. So it being 5 points is great. Ghost Mortar and Ghost Ogre going to 3 points is really, really nice for the same reasons. Saravius going to 3 points. Nobody was playing it, but like it's niche enough and the format's slow enough that I might test it out. Barone's at 80 points. I think it was fine at 85, honestly, but whatever. Upstart Goblin to 3, Brow to 3, X-Trap to 10. This was definitely needed. This thing was just free pot of greed because people deck build around it. Trap Trick to 3 hurts because I was messing around with Labyrinth. I get why they put it to 3 though, which is unfortunate but understandable. Impulse to 5. Yeah, they saw you guys. You guys aren't slick. Like they're getting rid of this as a non-engine thing. Airlifter to 5, down from 10 is really nice, especially with the Rescue A support coming out in Burst Protocol. Dragon's Mind to 7 because it's a Solemn. Solemn Scolding to 5. It's a more restrictive Solemn, so I get it. Iron Thunder to 5. Yeah. Same thing. Super Poly gaining 3 points. That's actually warranted. Goblin Biker Grand Breakout. So I was playing Radiant Typhoon Goblin Biker, so Terra Top and Breakout to 7 points each does hurt. It just means I'm playing less non-engine, but it was kind of warranted because with all the other hits that I remember seeing, very needed. Nash Knight to 10, same thing. I hate K9. Evils are Lars to 20. Definitely for the Radiant Typhoon Goblin Biker deck. Habakiri, 100 points. I don't gotta deal with it anymore. I'm happy. Manju to 1, Senju to 1. Yeah, no pure Mitsu anymore. Mitsurugi, Ritual, and Prayers both to 51 points. Yeah, that's fair. You can still play Ritual, you just can't play it with Prayers because that is broken. Utopic Dragon Roar to 80. I don't know what it was. Apparently it was an Animate Arisal, and it was absurd from what I was reading, so cool. Dragooblion to 80, Numeron up to 21, Crimson Dragon down to 80, and then like the prime suspects to 21 each. That's fine, honestly. It lets other decks use Crimson Dragon a bit more. Grizzly Prison to 10 because everybody knows it's the alternate to D Barrier. Flying Sea to 7. I would have probably put this up to 10, but hey, it is what it is. Retaliating Sea to 5. That's sure. Could have been 10 as well. Caliga to 100. Yes, please. All the barrier statues to 70. Yes, please. Vanquish Soul is annihilated. This is not advanced format. Get out of here. Exo Sister supports go to 10, 10, and 5, which is great because that deck was making waves. Anamorphia, Domain, and Frenzy to 1 each. No more last turn shenanigans. QQ Enigan 0 to 1. Monstrosity 0 to 1. Levedian 0 to 1. No generator VFD nonsense, people. Get over it. Treasures of the King to 5. So now you can't play all of the non-dungeon in the world in Odeon. With, let's see, that's 15, and then Extrav adds another 30 if you want to play all at full power. So, yay. Odeon did get hit, despite what I was reading a lot of. Nerva, the Power Patron of Creation. I think this is the Doom Z one? I'm not sure, but it's a hit. The Warrior to 7, cool. Hot Red RDA to 20. I'm surprised this wasn't pointed to begin with, honestly. This is completely fine. Tonebird and Cicada King, 3 and 5 respectively. Another Radiant hit. K9 stuff to 15 and 10. VS K9, no more. Phantom Fortress and the Blathneer to 13. This is the hand rip. I would have put this higher. Trishula, from 3 to 13. I also would have put this higher. Foxy Tune is 5 points. Yeah, I get it. Megalith Anastasius to 33. I have no idea what it does. Branded got fucking axed. Holy shit. Fallen to Virtuous 15, Albion 20, Titaniclad 10, Sprint Dash 10, Grey Ugnal 10, Brigand 10, Dogma Dragon 10, Rebellion and Mirror Jade down to 10. That's cool. Branded Fusion is 40. Have fun. Mercurier to 5, Masquerade to 16. Yeah. Hey, everybody knows that Branded is a really fucking good deck, okay? It deserved the hits. Finally, Rhoda's 35, Etelli to 35. That's kind of scary, actually. Tanky to 35, also Dig 35, Nightmare Apprentice to 20. Yeah, Chimera needed the buff. Shun is a 13-point card now. I did. Sword Soul might be good again. Hidden City to 13, Guru is Guru. Union Hanger to 25, sure. Emergence to 25. Hey, Sword Soul. Sword Soul looking kind of nice. Gazaris to 0. I don't know why Gazaris was pointed. Proving Ground to 25. Gladiator Rejection to 10. Tamer Editor up to 30. Yeah, he was the main culprit. Like, let's be real. Mazen down to 5, Yagamaru down to 5. Yeah. I'm playing full power Ninja, baby. I'm building that shit. Sprite started to 10, Phantom Bevel to 76 with Nightmare Throne to 25. So again, that deck is a little bit better because Nightmare Throne to 50 was absurd. Grissom Grave Squirmer to 0 and Vanishing Lanius to 0. So with all that said and accounted for, I think Genesys in good hands. Maybe next list, which if this one was after Anaheim, we're probably getting another one after Pittsburgh, which, hey, bring all your degenerate stuff to Pittsburgh so that we can have an even better format after Pittsburgh. But with that being said, y'all, this is McCree. I am going to hop on the Omega Ladder later because you can play Genesys on the Omega Ladder now, which is great because I don't feel like building all these decks in paper. So as always, until next time, have a good time. Comment down below what deck you're planning on playing in Genesys. I'm probably labbing Goaty and Red Dragon Archfiend because I think those decks are still pretty good. Later.